Hey guys, the Europa League rolls on this week with match day 4 on Thursday, with some teams inching closer to qualifying and others slowly falling out of contention to advance to the next round. With 16 games on Thursday, November 9th, I've pared these down to 2 parlays covering 5 different games, so let's get into them. The first parlay is going to be 2 games in the early slate at 12:45 Eastern Time on Thursday. Let's start it off with Qarabag and Bayer Leverkusen. The Leverkusen, they just routed Qarabag. Azerbaijan's second place team 5-1 last round. Leverkusen has also beaten Molde 2-1 and Haken 4-0. Qarabag are second in the group with 1-0 wins over both of those teams themselves. Now Leverkusen was up 3-1 at half when these teams last played. Florian Wirtz had a goal, 3 assists. They led in XG 2.54 to 0.90. They had 59% possession. They had more shots, 21-3 shots on target, 10-1 as well were in Leverkusen's favor. Leverkusen haven't just been one of the top teams in the Europa League. They're first in the Bundesliga right now, even ahead of Bayern Munich. They're 9-1-0. They've scored 30 and they've allowed 10 in the Bundesliga. Now in all competitions this season, Leverkusen are 14-1-0 with just a 2-2 draw, with Bayern Munich being the only non-win, which makes them arguably one of the hottest teams in all of Europe overall. They've also scored multiple goals in every single game so far this season. There's not much reason not to think that they can't go and continue that run and get another win here in Azerbaijan. We'll start this off with a Leverkusen win, and we'll take a similar approach with Toulouse and Liverpool. These are also 2 teams that just played last round. Liverpool won 5-1 at Anfield in the reverse fixture. They had an XG of 2.79 compared to 0.93. They had 63% of the possession. They led in shots 19-9 and shots on target 9-2. They've also won 2-0 versus Union Saint-Gilloise and 3-1 over Lask Linz. Toulouse only have 3 goals so far in the Europa League, with their other results being 1-0 over Lask and a 1-1 draw with USG. Toulouse are the 12th place team in France in Ligue 1 with just 2 wins in 11. Now in all competitions, they also have just 2 wins in 13. On the weekend, Liverpool suffered a shock, a 1-1 draw with Luton Town in the EPL. They are still third in the Premier League, where they've scored 24 goals in 10 games. Now that did snap a run of 4 straight wins in all competitions for the Reds, but in all competitions, they are 12-3-1 this season, with just 1 away loss to Tottenham. That Tottenham loss is their only loss in their last 27 games in all competitions. Once again, I think Liverpool can come here and get another win against Toulouse. Pair those 2 together, and we can get plus 104 odds over at DraftKings. Now let's move into the second parlay. Before I do so, if you're liking these Europa League picks, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more Europa League picks and picks in other soccer leagues and other sports all year long. So the next one will be coming from 3 different games, going over 1.5 goals in all 3 from the late slate, kicking off at 3 p.m. on Thursday. Started off with Atalanta and Sturm Graz. The Italians, Atalanta, went to Austria and they drew 2-2 with Sturm Graz last round. Atalanta is first in the group. They also have wins of 2-1 and 2-0. Sturm Graz are third. They've won 1-0 and they've lost 2-1. Now, the Australians didn't hold much of the ball against Atalanta, but they did create 1.24 XG and they had 11 shots with 5 shots on target. Atalanta is 9-2 to over 1.5 totals in Serie A. Sturm Graz are second in the Austrian Bundesliga. They are 9-4 to over 1.5. I think we can see at least 2 goals here. It might just come from Atalanta, but Sturm Graz did get 2 last game. They did create some shots, some expected goals. They might contribute even in Italy. I should think we should at least see 2. We'll do over 1.5 as well with West Ham and Olympiacos. Olympiacos took a 2-1 win in Greece last round, but they are still third in the group. Just 2 points back, though, of West Ham and Freiburg in Group A. It's been a high-scoring group, with West Ham winning 2-1 and 3-1 in their other matches in the Europa League so far. Olympiacos has also drawn 2-2, and they've lost 3-2 in their first 2 games. In the EPL, West Ham is 10-1 to over 1.5 totals. In all competitions, they're 14-2 this season to that as well. Olympiacos is a perfect 10-0 to seeing at least 2 or more goals in their games in the Greek Super League. So we'll go over 1.5 here between West Ham and Olympiacos, and we'll round it out with AEK Athens and Marseille. Last round, Marseille won 3-1 in France. Now switches over to Greece. Marseille is first in Group B, also drawing 2-2 and 3-3. Athens is second, also drawing 1-1 and 3-2. So that means both teams have seen all three of their Europa League games so far hitting the both teams to score prop. So that could be a good bet by itself just to go both teams to score. Now Athens, they're also 10-0 in the Greek Super League to over 1.5 totals, while Marseille are 7-3. Once again, let's go over 1.5 with Athens and Marseille. We're tying that with West Ham and Olympiacos and Atalanta and Sturm Graz, all minus over 1.5. That comes in at minus 147. Not a big payout, but it does look like something that should hit. So that wraps up my Europa League picks for match day 4. Be sure to let me know what your best bets are in the comments below. And good luck with all of your Europa League picks on match day 4.